Welcome. Thank you in advance for taking the time to view this short video on the development of a values-based code of ethics. This is the Town of Windsor's outreach effort to get your input on a values-based code of ethics for elected and appointed officials. The video will take about 5 minutes to review. After the video, we would appreciate it if you provide some input for the Town Council to consider in the development of this code. My name is Christine Sliz. I work for Regional Government Services, a JPA that provides services to small local jurisdictions. Regional Government Services has been retained to work with the Town Council on the development of a values-based code of ethics. So this is where we're headed for the next few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and define a values-based code of ethics for you, and then take a look at what's the difference between values-based code of ethics and rules-based ethics. From there, what we'll do is we'll identify the process for developing the values-based code of ethics for the Town of Windsor. Again, as I mentioned earlier, we really want your input. So at the end of the video, please click on the link below and let us know your priorities in terms of core values that you would like to see demonstrated by your elected and appointed officials. So the first question is, why use a values-based code of ethics? A values-based code of ethics will serve as a framework for decision-making and a framework for day-to-day actions of elected and appointed officials. If you think about it, we ask our elected and appointed officials oftentimes to make a decision between two rights. We want them to lead, but we also want them to listen. And it can be very confusing. A values-based code of ethics goes beyond legal requirements. It's not about what you can legally do or what you cannot legally do. It's focused on principles, and it's focused on principles like responsibility, vision, leadership, compassion. It's focused on principles that are important in public service, and they reflect, those principles reflect the shared values and expectations of the community and of elected and appointed officials' expectations of one another. It's important to recognize that rules-based ethics are not going to go away. We have many rules with regard to ethics in public service. We have rules about conflict of interest, use of public funds, public gifts, and there are tons of rules about ethics. Those are not going to go away. The intention is that a values-based code of ethics would supplement those rules-based ethics. It's important to remember that a values-based code of ethics is a tool. It's a tool that identifies principles for us all to strive for. It's a way of establishing clear, high standards for our elected and our appointed officials. So this is the process that we'll use for the development of a values-based code of ethics for the Town of Windsor. It starts with you. We really want to have your input. After we get your input, we'll be taking that input to council for consideration. They'll be having conversations and making decisions about the core values that are most important for elected and appointed officials in the town. A policy will be then drafted for the council to consider adopting. That's where we're headed. Again, we'd really appreciate it if you would provide some input. So please click on the link below and complete the survey. If you find that you have questions, please feel free to contact me. My email address is chris@rgs.ca.gov. Thank you.